cities don't die. There are very few cities in history that have died. Shanghai was created many years ago, is here, it will evolve, and I bet it will be here in 100 years, in 1,000 years probably. Alexandria has been there for thousands of years. Barcelona has been there for thousands of years. Why cities don't die? Science has the answer. Cities they are better by growing, and a difference with living organisms. We lose our strength, we lose our possibilities. Science has demonstrated that there is an economy of scale. The bigger the city is, the less you have to invest per capita, per citizen, and it has a return of scale. The bigger the city is, the more you get in return from the city. So science is starting to study cities, but still it's not. We don't have a science of cities. Every city has its own approach to being smart, to being intelligent, and that's we are at the beginning of the science of cities. And when we talk about the smart cities, in fact, we talk about phenomenology. We talk about quackery. We talk about different, as if medicine was different for you, for me, for the elderly, for the young people, for different cultures. Different cities have different solutions for the same problems. So we are still at the infancy. And my feeling, my belief is that for the first time in history, artificial intelligence has the key to break this status and to help to create a real science and a real economy of cities. The cities were created with agriculture. Industry changed cities, and today's cities are basically industrial beings. We have cars, we have electricity, we have engines, we have trains. Cities today are basically an industrial organization. And digital has not changed our cities yet. The internet has changed our lives. The internet has changed almost everything, but it has not changed cities yet. Network of cities, a real network of cities that share the same basic technology and operating system that allows these cities to build a real network of information and to learn from their own experience and to learn from each other. We are starting to apply this idea to a project that won a prize in the world of smart cities. It's called Vincles, which is Catalan for links. And the idea is to build, the idea is social, and then we apply technology. The idea is there are many people living alone in big cities. Some of them want to live alone, but most of them would like to have a network around them, a caring network. So the idea is building small human networks around people living alone and having special needs. We started to develop this idea, and then it came out the idea of there are people unemployed, for instance. An unemployed person is a person that has lost their working links. So he's alone. Maybe it has a family, maybe it has friends, but he's alone in terms of working possibilities. Or abused women, they may have family, but they are alone in terms of being protected. So the idea is building real one by one people for every person, 5, 6, 7 professionals or voluntary people that care for this person. But then it came also the idea that there are other people that are isolated and not especially vulnerable. For instance, bright students. If a student is very bright, is probably alone because he's surrounded by people that is not bright, but there are other bright people that he would connect, or professors or whatever. So we are building networks, social networks with physical basis based on particular people, which are mobilizing literally hundreds of thousands of people. And with these social networks tied to a locality, plus the information that we get from people, from their smartphone, from people in social networks that are not locally based, we are starting to develop real big data that we want to start to apply to this city operating system that we are building in Barcelona.